August 14th, 2021. The Caldor fire sparked south of Grizzly Flats.
These are the winds that firefighters are struggling with.
This is just one of the many hot spots that crews continue to mop up in the community of Grizzly Flats.
The fire quickly exploded, burning more than 200,000 acres in parts of El Dorado, Amador, and Alpine counties.
I live about half my life in the Lake Tahoe Basin. We were forced to evacuate by the Caldor fire.
5 years later,
I am a fire and vegetation ecologist at the University of California, Davis.
Hugh Safford is analyzing the impacts from the Caldor fire.
I worked with the U.S. Forest Service for more than 20 years as a vegetation ecologist. A lot of my job in those days was to better understand how forest management practices helped or hindered ecosystem sustainability, resilience.
Safford and UC Davis researchers wanted to understand which pre-fire treatments work best to protect the Tahoe Basin.
What were the ecological impacts and what were the ecological effects of this work on the forest resources in the southern Lake Tahoe Basin in the presence and in the absence of fire, and how effectively did those treatments change the impacts of fire on the forest. In 2007, the Lake Tahoe Basin experienced actually its most destructive fire, which was much smaller than the Caldor fire, and that was the Angora fire.
More than 250 homes were destroyed as the fire burned 3,000 acres in El Dorado County.
In general, in the Angora fire, we found that the fuel reduction work that had been done was very, very effective, except in a few places where fuel piles had been left on the ground. And in those areas, the fire actually burned quite severely, even in areas that had had fuel reduction accomplished.
It's an issue where Safford believes more work can be done.
A big issue is, how do you in a timely fashion reduce the amount of fuel that's laying on the ground? And in this case, of course, in the Caldor and in the Angora fires, we were talking about fuels that have been piled, right, into different sized piles around the landscape. Right now, there's a real capacity issue in agencies like the Forest Service. It's already a very undermanned agency. Its operational budget is largely dedicated to firefighting rather than proactive work to reduce fire impacts to forests and to people.
Safford and UC Davis researchers are in contact with the U.S. Forest Service to find the best fuel treatment plans to protect the Tahoe Basin.
It's important that people understand how important it is to be fire safe, to have your home hardened, to treat the fuels around your house.
Lisa Gonzalez, KCRA 3 News.
Hugh Safford is hoping to extend this work to other fires that have burned in the Lake Tahoe Basin, specifically for the older fires, looking at the impact of fuel reduction on the health of our forests.